Well, hello, everyone. It is Lisa Harden coming to you live from a beautiful Boise, Idaho. It's been unseasonably warm here. I don't know how warm it was today. I don't even know if I left the house, to be quite honest. But I will tell you, I know for sure it was very nice yesterday, 60 degrees. So come on in, everyone. It's always perfect stampin' weather here. And come on in. Tell me how you're doing. Let's do a little stamping and chatting. And oh my goodness, I have so many fun things to tell you about. And it's a brand new month. It's February. You know what? I had a nice January. I have to say, I enjoyed January probably more than I have in a long time. I don't know why. I just had fun working with new products and that we're in celebration, right? So we're in the second month of celebration and we have 29 more days. It's a leap year. Hi, ladies. How's it coming? Um, it's Thursday already. Like yesterday, I spent most of the day thinking it was Tuesday. And so then I was both happy and frantic at the end of the day. But you know what? It all works out. It all works out. Thursday Eve or Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve. Yes. See, I've forgotten already. So, hello, everyone. As I said, I am Lisa Harden. I'm coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in Boise, Idaho. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And one of the things that means is that I sell lots of beautiful Stampin' Up! Paper craft products. Anything you'll need for the hobby of paper crafting or home decor that involves paper crafting, anything to do with paper, we have it. It is a 35-year-old company. I am so proud to be a part of it. And I love bringing all of these things to you. So if at any time you would like to shop with me, I would thank you so much. You can shop with me as long as you live in the United States, and you can shop with me easily by using the links in the description below this video. There's also a host code. I would appreciate it so much if you would apply that to any orders under $150. That helps me to accumulate those dollars and bring freebies to you. And oh my gosh, we're having a drawing tonight. You know, we do every Thursday night. I forgot to choose something out of the treasure chest. Hmm. The treasure chest was looking a little slim when I was back there, but fear not, because I placed an order today and I'm going to be giving away a few things that are not available to customers until March 5th. But again, never fear because you can order them today by adding them into a starter kit. Or if you're a member of my team, you can order them just with a regular demonstrator order. Okay. So, more about that in a few minutes. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to see you. I have happy mail to share. So, I was going Thursday morning today. I was thinking about, of course, I was looking forward to coming and seeing all of you. And I thought, I'm going to tease them because I got zero happy mail this week. And then a delivery came. And it's such a fun little package of happy mail. I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to share it with you in a few minutes. We'll make sure everybody's like coming in, sitting down, have your beverage of choice. I'm having a vitamin water today. I only drink the orange one. And from the looks of the inventory, when I go to any stores and look for this drink, we all drink the orange one, the zero sugar rise. And I always tell them, just get this kind, just get 5 times more of this and we'll be happy. But no, they have to carry a bazillion flavors that nobody wants. Everybody wants this because it tastes like a watered down Tang. So it's very nostalgic for us. Oh, KZ says it's Thursday share time. She shared. Have you? So don't forget that when you share this video to your social media sites, which is very easy to do, just look for the arrow or copy link if you are coming to me from YouTube. And hello, YouTubers. Just go ahead and grab that link and then share it over to your social media sites. Come back and write shared in the comments, and I will put you in the drawing next week for something fun. So the last 2 winners were Laura Kuipers and, oh goodness, well, I've forgotten, but I just wrote it, I just put it down, or I just put them in the mail a couple of days ago. And um, oh, Corinne? No, somebody just emailed me and said they got their prize today. I'm so sorry. I'm blanking out because I saw everyone's names. I can't even remember the day of the week. Anyway, those went out and I believe they've been delivered. And so we're on to new things now. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I think I'm going to show you the happy mail now. Do you want to see the happy mail? Hello, Lori and Anna. Jean Shoot. Hello. Hey, KZ. Cindy Howard. Cindy Howard already shared, of course. She's a very good little student. Coffee for Jean tonight. We have talked about that before. Jean's our rebel. She has all sorts of good stuff at night. Coffee at night. And Cindy Howard. No, I've already said Cindy Howard, but you, Della, thank you so much. You're reminding me of who won last week. And Della sent me a nice message and said she had received it. Laura, I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to show your happy mail. Look, I'm so happy. I was so happy. Oh my gosh. And you know what? I had to hide this one thing, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I totally had to hide that from the dogs. There is no way they can see it. They will, of course, think it's for them, and it's not happening. In fact, I probably won't even use it for its intended purpose because it's so cute. Chai tea. That sounds good, Mary Ellen. You must not be at the games, or maybe you're in the games at the games, and your chai tea is in a Stanley mug. Hey, Trish. Very happy to see you. Kathy Sock. Hello. We all love Happy Mail. Hey, Sherry. Nice to see you. All right, everyone. So Laura won 2 weeks ago, I think. And in the meantime, I asked for her address, right? And then she asked for mine back and said, I'm going to send you something fun from Michigan. And I said, all right, I'm game. Well, this very nice box came. Everything was packed so nicely. Laura, if you were closer, I would ask you to be the Stamping Zoo assistant because you packed everything so nicely. I would glom onto you like stink on a monkey. But unfortunately, we live a few states away from each other. So anyway, she sent me this gorgeous card there. When I point this down, you can see it a little bit better, but it's the beautiful Most Adored paper. Of course, she didn't miss a trick. Boy, that really gets washed out on the upper screen, doesn't it? Oh, being awesome is just your thing. I don't even know what stamp set that's from, but I think I need it. And it's so cute. And look how she has woven that ribbon through there. Very clever. And she has a super cute little watermark. And so that's enough. Thank you. You are so welcome. It's beautiful. But there was more in the box. Then there was this coordinating gift box. I'll tell you what's in that in a minute. I heard somebody was going to come in here and they would see this. Okay, then I'm pretty sure this is from close to her. It is Sanders dark chocolates, sea salt caramels. I do see these, not all over the place, but I do see them. And I did eat one to, to tell you, oh my gosh, they're so wonderful. It's a perfect combination of that dark, intense chocolate offsets that caramel. It's so sweet and smooth. Yes, it comes from Michigan. So I bet this is very close to her and it's delicious. Oh, my mouth's kind of watering right now. And then here's this thing. Oh gosh. It says it's a dusting mitt, but I am never going to use it for a dusting mitt. Ready, y'all? Look at it. It's so cute. It's so adorable. Okay, they just went outside. They would be on this. It's so cute. I am dying. Yes, hello. Say hello to everyone. He only can move his little ears. Is this not so cute? And you guys, I mean, you know how I love tactile things. And this is a dusting cloth. And so he's like kind of like velour and oh my gosh, he or she. Look at the little cheekies. That's so cute. Look at that. It could just be me. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Stomping Zoo. Coming to you live from Boise, Idaho. Oh my gosh. I do love it. Are you kidding? Oh, I could sleep with it. The dogs would steal it. That's not happening. Okay, let's look at this. I already looked at it. She made the ribbon just perfect so that you can take it off and put it back on. And oh my gosh, I don't know that I want to get rid of this box or give it away, but I should. And this is really cool. It's a 3D object. Yep. It's a glue holder. Look at that. I do XOXO it. It's so cute. And so, FYI, this is from, we're going to give this person's a blast. We're going to blast them. Okay. This is the Country Hive 3D printed storage solutions. I'll show you the card when I point it down. You got it, Corinne. She's already on it. You can email this lady and you can call her on the phone. Okay. Oh, and she has a website. We all do. Okay. So, anyway, this is so cute. Is it not? Oh my gosh. You know, I have this one from Roz, and Roz sent this to me like early on. And it's one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. Even after they became super popular, it's still one of the nicest ones. But guess what? It's going to get a rest because I'm going to be using this one for a while. You know, this is like one of the best things to give a Stampin' Up! Stamper. Thank you so much. I could go on and gush about it, but I should probably like move it along. Thank you so much for the happy mail. You know, I love coming to you and I love sending things to you, and I don't do it to get things, but I like happy mail. I'm like everyone else, right? I love receiving beautiful cards, and I mean, what? So anyway, thank you so much, Laura. Very, very kind. Very, very kind. And your note was very kind too. Yes. Okay, those guys have to. Oops. Oh, I can't lose the candy. I don't think the dogs would eat it, but they don't deserve it. They're not getting that candy. I know. Who doesn't like Happy Mail? I don't want to know them if they don't like Happy Mail. Oh my gosh. So we're going to make some Happy Mail today that kind of have a slant or a purpose of weddings or congratulatory, maybe a little bit formal, more formal than I normally do. But Corinne, I'm going to show the card in just 1 minute. But so we are going to use the Stippled Roses bundle, beautiful bundle, and it has some coordinating paper in the celebration catalog. The paper is not orderable right now, but don't freak out. It's supposed to come back, right? Yeah, I don't want to know them, Carla. You don't like Happy Mail? Don't talk to me. Which reminds me, years ago, I met someone at a Stampin' Up! Event, believe it or not, and she was quite quirky because I don't know why I'm telling you this story, but I'm going to. She was trying to tell me everything, all the contraband that she was using during a class, okay? And she was also a demonstrator. She wasn't the demonstrator for this class, but she was a participant. So she was showing me everything that worked better, Stampin' Up. And then she told me that she didn't send cards. Why would she send cards? I can't remember. I don't know that she said, why would she send cards? But she said, they don't appreciate them, so I don't bother. I was like, I think you're in the wrong place, lady. What are you doing? What are you doing? Did you hear me talking about you? You're a good boy. Don't touch the llama, though. So anyway, I don't want to know him. And guess what? I never saw the lady again. Okay. And I go on. And then I wonder why I don't have time to make my cards. Geez, shocker. Shocker. Let me turn you down here. Let's do some talking. So we are going to use this beautiful stamp set and die combo. It has some great, it's called Stippled. roses for a reason because the technique is stippled. Okay, lots of little dots. It very much reminds me. I was going to pull this picture, and then there's not enough time in the day. There's a George Seurat um, painting. Well, there's a lot of them, but George Seurat uh, painted this beautiful picture of people on this edge of a lake. It's about a picnic. I know that it's in the Chicago Metropolitan Art Museum, Metropolitan Museum of Art. I can't now. All of a sudden, I can't speak. Weird. But anyway, this painting is huge, and it's stunning, and it's just so cool. And when you look at it, it's just little dots of paint. I can't. Millions, millions of dots of paint. I will post it on my page. I don't know, tomorrow probably. And everybody else will be like, what? But you will know what it's about. Okay. So, anyway, pointillism is the art of making a picture out of little dots. And that's what has happened here. Beautiful rose and leafery images. And then we have a happy Mother's Day, which we always need. Sending thanks, congratulations, and best birthday wishes. Okay. So I have played with it just a little bit. We are going to do a couple of different techniques. We are going to color. Do you like this? I had fun, and I have some tips and tricks, and we will color another one. And then, yes, I know I'm seeing your comments about that lady. Weird. Um, and then we're going to do a little embossing and heat embossing because I was very curious as to how this would show up because it really is a lot of coverage. Okay. And so I thought, let's just try it. And guess what? It's fun. Okay, everyone. Before that, I'm going to give you a little bit about the news, but this is good news. This is good news because this is Stampin' News. Hello, live from the desk of Lisa Harden, the Stamping Zoo. So more to celebrate. You can't really read this, but you can see that Stampin' Up has added some more goodies to the bag of celebration rewards you can earn. So just like the little flyer that you have or should have or can refer to over at thestampingzoo.com, they've added all of these items to it. And so it's other items that are in the catalogs, right? So you have a couple of stamp sets. This morning, I placed a rather large order. Yum. And I got the new Core Colors Stampin' Right markers. That is free with a $100. Please don't forget that the Delightfully Eclectic and the Just Kiddin' papers are available with a $50 order. The Delightfully Eclectic is, I believe it's 48 papers. It's huge. It's in the annual catalog. And the Just Kiddin', every page is cute. You know it is because I've showed it to you before. And then there are lots of other selections. So Memories and More cards, etc. The robot kit. And then of course you can still shop from this flyer. And as I said, as of today, everything is still available except for the softly stippled paper, but they are estimating that it will be back mid-February. So you'll still have it in a couple of weeks. Okay. So please don't forget about that. And the way you redeem these free items is you just go over and start shopping at thestampingzoo.com. You apply your host code or whatever. If your order's under $150, you apply the host code. It's in the description down here. And then once you hit checkout, it will take you to the selections and let you choose everything you've earned for celebration. Okay? Now, we also released 2 new kits today. And I've told you this, I think, but I'm going to tell you this every time that Stampin' Up is going to release 2 new kits every month. So hold on to your hats. This is so cool. This is 4 6x6 frames that you decorate with these houseplants decors, and they are gorgeous. I saw them yesterday on a video for demonstrators, and they're so cool. They're they have glass in the frames. I'm on a big screen. Yeah, you wanna see this though, Mary Ellen. This is $25 US, and I think well, I bought 2 immediately because, of course, I'm gonna make one for myself. I wanna take it to my office because 'cause I've told you this before, I hate real house plants. They get bugs in them, and so I like the look of them, but I hate the bugs. So anyway, this is gonna be my plants for the office. I think they're so pretty. And so anyway, please keep this in mind. There's no stamping. This is a beautiful gift to give to someone, a plant lover, or someone like me who wants to love houseplants but doesn't want the mess, right? And oh, and Corinne says you could add the lavender into this. Yes, you could turn this into anything you wanted. You could add stamped sentiments, but you can give the kit itself as a gift, or you can assemble it and then give it as a gift. So please keep that in mind. $25 is a great price point. And then we also have a birthday sparkle kit, and it's gold and white and shimmery. And I believe it is 6 cards or 9 cards and the same amount of tags. See the cupcake and then the candles in the middle? Those are both tags that you could make into cards if you want even more cards. I believe it's also 25. Okay, and then FYI, if you would like to join my team tonight, you can put lots of new things into your kit that are not available to customers until March 5th. And they are all available right now in the online exclusives. I had a little shop there this morning and I was stunned. I was in shock and awe and how many beautiful things. And so was my charge card. No, it wasn't because they're all business related. And guess what? I'm loving these so much that I'm gonna do a mega class in March, at least 10 projects. I'm either gonna use this Simply Zinnia that's in the middle, or I don't know, I don't remember the name of it, but the coffee on the left-hand side. So I'm gonna use one of those 2. They're both sweets, and I wanna know from you, which would you prefer as a mega class? I will, I'll do the class that you guys vote for, okay? So I'll be polling you periodically, but I wanna know, which mega class would you like to see? One with the zinnias and the super bright, or the coffee is gonna blow your mind, but the zinnias are too. So, okay. Anyway, yes, of course, it will be a fun class. You know it will. I have an in-person stamp camp coming up on February 10th. Please register soon so I can cut cards for you. I say that the registration's due February 1st, but you can go into this weekend, okay? You do not pay for this class until you arrive, and this class is also free with a minimum order. And here's my online offering for this month in the Zubilee Crafty Kit. This is a subscription kit service that I design. Comes to right to your mailbox. It's $45 a month. That includes shipping. I include about $25 in new product, and everything will be designed around a particular bundle. This month it is the hot air balloon bundle you see here. I started working on the projects. I'm in love. It makes me happy. I can't stop smiling, right? So, anyway, this you can still sign up for. I do say that it's through the first, but this is just the second month for it. So, as we're getting started, please know that the link again is down in the description. You can go over and sign up. It is a subscription, so you will be charged the same day every month that you sign up. But of course, you can cancel it, you can pause it, and there's no pressure for me to continue. But should you continue for 6 consecutive months, I hold out a little carrot and I'm going to give you a $25 product goodie bag. Okay. So that'll be a fun one. And if you took last month's class, the B class, why don't you let everybody know if you enjoyed it or not? No pressure. You can say exactly what you thought of it. Okay. Now, if you live outside of the US, or if you just need some inspiration, but maybe not all of the product, then why don't you just order this class as an online only option? Different link, not a subscription. Okay. also, I believe, down in the comments. And you can really order that at any time because you will receive access to the exclusive Facebook group and the video links, photos, all that stuff. You just won't get any of the product. Okay. Game night's coming up. BING. Oh my gosh. Get it? And I am still taking registrations for this. There's several of you that are joining, and so it's going to be so much fun. We will stamp projects using the Cutest Cows bundle. So if you want to craft with me for the cards as designed, then you need to either purchase the Cutest Cows bundle, or of course you can add it to your order with me. I'm happy to do that. And we'll be making lots of cute projects and cards. You'll get some fun little goodies and surprises, and you'll get actual bingo cards in your kit, and then it's all by Zoom. Okay. So if you enjoy visiting with each other here, um, in the comments, why don't you come on over, give this a try? It's a super fun night. I'm going to give away hundreds of dollars in product. Okay. I give away way more than I should from a business perspective, but I can't help it. It's too fun. And so your odds are great because I don't have hundreds of people playing, right? And anyway, it's going to be super fun. It's a class, it's an event, and you could win some prizes. What's not to love? And you can visit with each other via Zoom. And that's going to be really fun. That's, of course, that's the best part, right? Seeing each other in person almost. Okay, everyone, as I mentioned, you can order those online exclusives that aren't available to customers yet, as well as anything in the catalogs, anything on the clearance rack, and add it to a starter kit tonight. You get a huge deal this year or during celebration. So for one more month, you can purchase the starter kit for $99 plus tax, and you get free shipping. You get either $125 of product plus the stamp and glass mat that I will be using tonight. Or if you choose not to get the glass mat, you can choose another $30 of any product you like. That is a screaming deal, and I highly recommend it. Now, with the starter kit, you do not earn celebration rewards, but big deal, frankly, because this is such an excellent deal in itself. And then after, if you want to place orders, you have until, let's see, it's February, January, March, April, May, June. You have until the end of June to shop with at least a 20% discount, should you choose. You can make 100 orders, or guess what? You can make 0 extra orders. I don't care. I need there to stamp it up. You'll be a member of my team. You will receive free access to online access to all of my video tutorials and lots of other fun stuff. Hello, Michelle, coming to us from Tasmania. Hello. Very nice to see you. And you've been more active on your page, and I'm so glad to see it. And I was so glad to see you with those beautiful grandkids. Okay. Oh, finally, we have the celebration. You have one more month to put your orders towards earning this event with me. This is an online event. It will be in early March. It will also be a game slash crafting event. We will be creating with the dogwood. Gosh, the detailed dogwood stamp set. You will receive that if you earn this VIP class. And so how you earn it is you don't need to sign up for anything. You simply place your orders and have a good time during celebration. And then at the end, I tally it up. And if you have placed a combined $150 in product orders before shipping and tax, you will earn the class. I send it to you. We do it on Zoom. It's lovely. It's super fun. I've been doing it for a couple of years. So it's, as we are getting closer to it, if you are wondering if your totals are qualifying, please send me a message and I will tally you up at that time. Okay. I will be contacting you towards the end of February if you're very close, because I want you to know if you're just a few dollars off, we're going to get you there if you want to. Okay. Now, please know that as you are purchasing my classes for free with a minimum purchase, like my stamp camp, that does not qualify you that does not go towards this class. But if you place any orders over a minimum for a free class, then that goes for it. Okay. And you also get a $30 credit towards this class if you are purchasing the Zubilee kits. Okay. Woo! Look at all that fun stuff. Can you believe it? That was a good news report. Very good news report. Okay, let me get that card. I want to show you the card for this, which is so adorable. I already put it back in the box. No, I didn't. We're going to bring this down a tiny bit because I'm going to be doing some stuff you might want to see. Okay, so it's called, get ready and take your screenshot here, the Country Hive. Oh, oh, let me see. I was trying to get it to focus. There we go. 507-995-2032, or just go to thecountryhive.com. Won't that be fun? Everybody go over there and order some stuff. I'm going to order a 3D glue holder. And this gal, Ashley, will be like, what in the world happened? Everybody wants a glue holder. They probably already do. Okay, everyone. I know it's been too long, Michelle. It's been too long, but you're here now. And so that's wonderful. All right, everyone, let me minimize. No, hello. That's not what we do. There we go. Okay, everyone. So as I said, for the VIP class, we are using this. You will receive this stamp set free with the class. Okay. And then all of the designs, I will send you card kits, and they will all be designed around that stunning detailed dogwood. And if you're wondering about the hot air balloon kit, I'm going to show you just a tiny sneak peek. A tiny sneak peek. Hang in there. Oh my gosh. That's just one of the projects. So if you're wondering what they kind of look like, well, that's what they look like. Plus a lot more that I'm not going to show you because we all like to have a little bit of a surprise, right? Okay, let's take a look at this. I had so much fun coloring this. And of course, I used the blends. And yes, I colored outside of the lines on purpose. I will tell you about that in a minute. But I think this is kind of pretty. And I was just kind of giving it a try, right? So let's color again so I can kind of talk you through that. But I have a real red card base, okay? I have 2 pieces of 3 3/4 by 5 cardstock. This one is a piece out of the Most Adored. Ooh la la. And this one's just basic white. It's for the inside. I have die cut 2 pieces from the Stippled Roses dies, and they have adhesive on the back of them. This is a textured paper that has some shimmer to it. It is in the annual catalog. I use it a lot. It's like 3 different sheets: shaded spruce, balmy blue, and then this white. Okay, so I just went ahead and did those ahead of time. And I have a piece of vellum. What piece? This is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, to blur that design a little bit so our roses will pop off. Okay, so I learned a little trick from somebody else online. I think it was Tina Wardell. I don't remember right now, but oh, squeaky. I learned this great trick. So normally when we color with our blends, we color on grid paper, right? Because it does bleed through. But I'm not going to use grid paper tonight. I'm simply going to color on the mat, the glass mat. And here's what happens is when we color on the paper, the grid paper soaks up the extra, right? And then it dries out. And so when you're coloring and trying to blend, you have to be pretty quick about it. And that's okay. You know, you have to color, like you can't color all of these roses and then go back and try to blend. You need to color each rose separately if you want to have the most successful blending. All right, but tonight I'm going to show you that when you color on the glass mat, that doesn't happen. You have more time, and I felt like it was blending easier. And it's was more, I don't know, it was more evident to me. And the color blender really worked well. And I think it's because this doesn't absorb. And so it's just holding the ink right up on your paper. Okay. So let's take a shot at this. Now I told, I want to keep it all red. And then after, at the last minute, I was like, I'm not going to make all those leaves red. And I made them old olive and I really like them now. So just give it a try. It's just paper, right? So I have the color lifter, and these are blends, alcohol markers, and they come in, they are sold in packs of 2 like this. So a light and a dark of the same color. So I have Flirty Flamingo, I have Old Olive, I have Lemon Lolly, and then I have Real Red. Okay. The Real Red, of course, coordinates perfectly with the paper. And the Most Adored paper is free with a $50 purchase. I have a beautiful little sample of it here somewhere. Couldn't find it. So just trust me. You've seen it before if you've been hanging out with me. And if you haven't been hanging out with me, shame on you. No, welcome. And if you have any questions for me, you can always private message me and ask me. Okay, so let's just start with the big one. So I'm coming in with, I'm laying down a base of light Real Red. And this stippling comes in handy so much because the artist has told us where the shadowing is. I don't have to figure out where the light source is coming from, nothing. I'm just going to add dark where I see all the stippling, and I'm going to add light where there's no stippling. Okay? Shame on you, Michelle. That's okay. That's all right. We're going to give you a pass. You had a business to get done. You were TCB, Michelle, taking care of business. Okay. So here we go. Now look at that. It's still really pretty because you've got all of those lines drawn by the artist. And so it's fine. But I just want to show you, like, here's this one, no colors. So it's still great. If you want to go a little bit further, you can. And now I'm going to bring the color lifter in. I'm going to remove some of the, what this really is doing is it's pushing. So when I'm coloring like this, it's pushing the ink away from where I'm coloring. Okay. It's like repelling it. It's going out. So I want a little bit of light in there so that I can bring in this lemon lolly. And I could have also done this simply by coloring it first with lemon lolly, but I didn't want to be tied down to that. I just wanted to go easy peasy. And then I'm going to bring in the dark Flirty Flamingo and the color over a little bit of that. Look at that. It's weird. I don't know what I did to it, but you know what? It still works fine. Okay, and I really like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color lifter. No, let's see. Yeah, let's take the color lifter first. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And where there's no lines or no little points, I am going to color. And when I color with this thing, I'm pushing the ink back to where the rest of it is. Okay, so I'm not coloring out and I'm not just scribbling. I'm actually pushing the ink back towards the darker areas. Okay, so we're already kind of lightening it up in those areas. And then I'm going to come back with the dark, real red. But this is going to look a mess before it looks good. So hold on. And then I'm taking the dark red and I'm going to color where the lines are. And I kind of tend to use little circles, but I feel like it's easier to blend them out and make them kind of smooth looking. But just color where you see the dark. Don't worry about even where you're coloring on a petal or whatever. You see the dark points, color. That's all you need to do because it's telling you where the shading is already. Okay, so where they're really heavy and they're dark, just color. Okay, follow my instructions, which is don't think, just color. Okay. I love that squeaky sound. Not really. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring it up and show you. Okay, see what it looks like now? It's kind of weird. But that's okay because we're gonna bring in some more pink. So now we're gonna start blending. And remember, that ink is sticking around a lot longer because we're coloring on this glass mat. Okay, any questions so far? Oh, Kathleen, it's okay. You've not been doing it wrong. You just probably weren't getting the best effect with it. So, uh, yeah, let's put a little more color. So I have no, okay, this sounds like I hate plants. I actually love plants, right? Outdoor plants. But I have no roses in my yard. I don't care for that. Sometimes the smell kind of makes me nauseous. It's too much. And more than that, they're very high maintenance and picky. And as I get older, that kind of stuff has to go. So anyway, I do like this certain rose though, and I think it's called Coat of Joseph's Coat, and it has lots of different colors in it, and it has a lot of yellow and red combination. And so I was always thinking of that. Now I'm coming back in because I was like, maybe a little too much yellow, but I still want this yellow base. And so now I'm coloring with the light, real red. Just do that wherever you want to. Or if you want to blend a little bit more somewhere, come in with the light, real red. Okay. You want to like start smoothing out these areas that you've colored with the dark, real red. If you didn't go over them with the Flirty Flamingo, and of course you can make your rose any color. There's so many colors of roses. You could color your rose to coordinate with someone's birth date. You could coordinate your rose to coordinate with someone's colors for their wedding and all that stuff. So there is what we're going to stop with right now. Of course, it looks different than the other one, and that's the fun of it. Okay, and so let's take this guy and, oh, well, I'm coloring this one with the dark. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll just do this one a little differently. It's going to be more blood red, and then we will move the color with the color lifter. Okay. Beautiful as is. You could leave it just like this. Not a big deal, but I can't leave it alone. Okay, so now I'm going to come in on a few of these areas. Push it out of the way. Push it out of the center a little bit. Get it off of some of the areas that I feel like the sun would be hitting. Oh, that sounds neat, Corinne. Yeah, you know what? I like wild roses, I think, more than these cultivated David Austin and all that kind of pretentious, roses. Uh, I like the profuse blooms, but again, the smell sometimes is too much. I even have this other plant that I think I'm gonna have to prune way back because it is getting so big. Its blooms in the summer are kind of making me sick. I know. I'm a weirdo. What can I say? A little bit of pink there. Coming out. Okay, let's move over to, let's start this one and make it dark pink. And then let's do this bud, dark pink. Now see, I am going to color outside of the lines. For one, it makes it super easy. But the other thing is this dye is going to go around the perimeter and it's going to leave a little bit of white. But if I just color like that, then it will all kind of just blend and it'll look less noticeable. Okay, now let's do the light, real red in our dark spots, shall we? Okay. Oh, this looks neat. Yeah, kind of fun. So, had a really good week. I hope you guys have too. Um, what can I tell you that's been going on? I've been working and time flies. It's quite a busy time at work. And, you know, that's about all I can tell you. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm going to do a lot of designing for, of course, all the fun things that are coming up. I'm going with the light, real red. So, yeah, I'm going to have fun designing for the classes coming up. And I'm going to lunch with a friend on Sunday. We are going to go eat um, Middle Eastern food. I love it. I'm probably not like I eat kind of Middle Eastern light, right? I don't like lamb. It's too gamey tasting for me. But they have this one thing that I really, really love, and it's called mujadada. Has anybody eaten that? It's really good. I think it's vegetarian. Hello, Jenny. Thank you for sharing. And you're never late. I'm recording it. Okay, and oh, I forgot this guy. Okay. And one other thing I forgot was I forgot to color outside the lines. Didn't I? Bad, Lisa. Okay, this is light real red. We'll come in with that too. And color this guy. Gonna be so cute. Okay, and then I'm doing this one like I did the first one. So light, real red, and bringing in the dark. Coloring the black spots. Gets a little confusing when you color outside the lines, but just keep your eye on the dark spots, okay? Color those dark, concentrated areas and leave the rest. Come back in, color over it lightly, and you will get some difference and some dimension. This is like one of the easiest sets I feel like we have to really play with that concept, right? So they're coming along. They're drying. Of course, this one's wet, but this one ends up looking. Do you have a favorite? They are looking pretty good. Yes. Okay. And so now, same thing with the leaves. Light. I colored all of them light. And there's a bud. We'll catch that on the flip side. So I colored all of these light and then came back in with the dark. Same concept. Scribble, scribble, scribble. See, I can be a lot faster than I was the first time because I didn't think about this concept of coloring outside the lines. Oh, I know, Michelle. There are so many sets, not enough time. I am at a really good place right now where I don't have to go without a set because I can't necessarily afford it. I go without sets because there's not enough time in the day. And so I guess that's a good place to be. But I love bringing all of these things to all of you. It fills my heart with joy, crafty joy. Okay, color outside those lines. Don't you dare worry about that. Don't worry about it. Unless you're not going to cut it off, then you got a different look there. But and then I'm going to come into this guy, this beautiful bud, and again, there's some petals here. Let's see. Did I get that? Oops. I need this colored. And again, I'm coloring all the leaves because I have a lot more time for that ink, with that ink still remaining wet because I'm coloring on this. Now, every once in a while, if you're really laying down a lot of color, you're going to want to bring your chamois in and wipe it down because you don't want it when you're moving this paper. You don't want it soaking up in different areas. Like I don't want the green going into the red roses, but as you saw, I didn't lay down that much ink. I think it takes a lot. Then going into the dark areas, and these dark areas are kind of less like circles and more like stripes. So I'm just kind of bringing this along and feathering it out. And I do all these at once. She's getting crazy now. Ooh, she's going for it. Who has this set already? You know, this is not necessarily, I go for a little more cutesy set, but I thought it was so gorgeous. And I thought it was great for coloring techniques. And guess what? It is. So keep that in mind. Okay, now I'm just going to come around these and scribble with the light old olive. I'm just going to scribble on top of them. I'm doing a lot less blending than I did with the roses. I kind of like that dark to stay a little more together and less blended. I like that look. You know, because if you just keep blending over and over it, you'll just blend it so it'll just look like one color. And then that's kind of negating what we're doing anyway here. Okay, bringing this out. And I need to color that one little rose. Let's bring our light real red. Let's make this one all real red. No yellow. No. No lemon lolly and no flirty flamingo. It's a pretty little guy. Ooh, they're so cute. Okay. So, blends. Do we like them? Do we love them? Give me a thumbs up if you like them. Don't give me an angry face though if you don't. Just text it, say you don't, or just copy it and say you don't. But I can't imagine you don't like coloring with blends. Okay? You probably wouldn't be watching me if you don't, because I love them. They're so fun. They're so fun. It's all fun. Okay, let's take this beautiful die and let's cut the first one. Kind of liking this flower a little bit more than that flower. I think I colored too much yellow, but I'll cut both of them eventually and use them. Okay, so this is when the coloring outside the lines comes in handy. This is a very close die, but it still has some white. And we are not putting it on a white background. Remember, I'm putting it on real red with a little bit of vellum to diffuse the pattern of the DSP. So I really want not a lot of white margin on this. Okay, let's see if we can achieve that with our little weird coloring technique. Not necessarily weird, a little unorthodox, if you will. Your second grade teacher would be pulling her hair out. I just taught you to color outside the lines. Oh, it's so pretty. Check it out. Okay, so see now where I'm talking about this? And in fact, now I'm going to fine tune it because I can see a few little areas in there that are white. Why leave that? Let's just color it with the green. I feel like it's going to be less obvious as not a flower if we just color it in with green. So I just took the light olive, old olive, and I'm going to finish that out. And in here, okay, so you can fine tune it. Didn't even color out far enough on some of it. Of course, you can do this after, but then you're trying to color on all these curvy spots. And that's not nearly as easy as just coloring it in the first place. I want the light real red in this little tiny area. Right in here. Okay. So pretty. Okay. There we go. And there is not a lot of work. You can do it. Don't be scared. Hello, Joan. Happy Friday, Joan. You and Leslie are always coming in a day later, showing off. February 2nd. Okay, now I am going to give this a little scrubby with the chamois because I'm sure there's a little bit of ink sitting there. And yes, the Stampin' Mat, the Glass Mat Studio comes with its own special chamois. I don't think it's any different from this. And this is really handy. It's just sitting here anyway. So that's what you're going to see me use most times. Okay, let's put this card together because it's just kind of pretty. All right, let's do, can we do best birthday wishes in this one? Because the other one is a congratulations card. And so we'll do birthday wishes in this guy. Best birthday wishes. And I'm going to stamp this little singular rose on the inside. Okay, there's our pieces and parts. Can I stamp this straight? Yeah, I think so. Look at this font. Like it's kind of standard, but then it's at a slight slant. And the rest of these are as well. So just these little details they do makes a difference. Now, here's something unorthodox as well. I ordered a new Real Red ink pad. My Real Red, they kind of go weird after a few years. And anyway, it's not here yet. So I use Sweet Sorbet. But now that I'm thinking of doing that, let's see. Why don't I just use what? Black? I think black might be nicer. I don't know why. I'm just feeling it. Okay, so I'm going to bring in Memento, which is what I stamped. Where'd that come from? Which is what I stamped the rose in. Okay. I actually stamped one of them in Memento and I stamped one of them in Basic Gray. And I think the one that I just colored but didn't die cut was Basic Gray. I'm destined to have color on me today, I guess. No, that's upside down. Do that. Oh, so pretty. So see, it looks great colored and it looks great with nothing. Yes, KZ, I thought about using the green after I stamped the sentiment part. This is going to work out though. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. And like taking it back to basics, that's all it needs to look like. Your friend is going to love it, or whomever. This is for anyone. Just says best birthday wishes. Okay, I want to try to not transfer that. Will I, after all this work? I better not. That's all I can say. Better not. Okay, so who's going to come play bingo with us? If you think I'm crazy here, wait until you see me in my element when I play bingo. It gets wild. It gets wild because I have so much fun calling and giving out prizes. Some of the prizes are gift certificates, which means you get to choose whatever you want. Okay, that already looks stunning, beautiful. Deborah is, Jan is, Roz is, see, Cindy is. See all the cool people? All the cool people are doing it. So if you're a cool people, think about coming in and yeah, playing a little bingo with us. KZ says if she's home, she'll come visit. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to catch a KZ, isn't it? It's hard to catch a KZ. Oh, shoot. I don't think I want that. I think I want this landscape, not portrait. Diddly dang. That's easy to fix. Easy to fix. We're going to put 2 inserts in this. Yes, no, I got it. Virtual visit. Absolutely. Okay, so this is going to be here, and then this is going to be like this. Does it go this way? No, it goes this way. And then we're going to put some greenery, or not greenery, but we're going to bring these die cut elements in. Now look how they've die cut this. I mean, it die cuts, but then it embosses and it has the same stippling effect on it. They don't, you don't get this with just any old random die that you purchase because these are special. Okay, so for this one, I am going to position this in the middle. And so I am just going to go ahead and put some seal in the middle, okay? Because it's going to be hidden by this cluster of roses. And now these are going to get popped up on dimensionals. Oh my God, so pretty. I'm in love with paper roses. Remember that song, you guys? It was a country song. I will not sing it for you. You're welcome. But it was Lynn Anderson was her name, and it was kind of a twangy, lamenting kind of song. And so anyway, I loved Lynn Anderson. Thought she was just so beautiful. And she probably was, but then, I mean, I'm thinking about her now. She had long blonde hair and wore it all gathered. Okay, I'm thinking that looks kind of cool. So I've put these dimensionals towards the inside, right? Because I might sneak a few under them at the end, but I want to be able to put these die cut pieces underneath this. Boy, this is pretty. So nice. Okay. I'm going to save this for somebody who actually loves actual roses, and then they'll be so impressed, won't they? So that just comes off like a sticker, and it was on a seam. So part of it still didn't come off. I could use my take your pick tool, but that would be too easy. Okay. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I see a couple of areas where I need to come in with the marker. That's going to get interesting. So I'm going to leave this right here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, and it had adhesive sheet on it, right? So you just use it like that. And then don't do this, Jean. Don't do this when you had a bunch of coffee. Bring it in and just color these little extra pieces. There. Woo! Rock star. Oh, thank you, Deborah. You're just a doll for saying that, and I appreciate it. Hope someone finds it pretty once I hand it out. You're back. There is a line up. We'll be here for a while. What? What are you doing? What's going on in Tasmania? My goodness. There's a line in Tasmania for anything. Is that true? Oh, great. This is on the seam too. I know you guys tease about not a lot of people in Boise. Wrong. We're all full up here. You know that. You've heard me complain before. We're full, people. I liked it better when I walked around, and then if I'd see somebody I didn't really recognize, I'd be like, and they told me didn't they weren't from here, I'd be like, "Why did you come to Boise?" Now it's like, "We saw it online. It sounded so fun." It's not fun. Go away. It's a horrible place. Horrible people. Bad restaurants. Nothing pretty to look at. I'm trying to get the last bit of adhesive off of this. I don't think that's gonna work. I am gonna have to use a glue dot. See, I like you to see, how the sausage is made. Kind of like what we're gonna do with the next one. Now I know the next one's gonna look like it's gonna take a long time. It's not gonna take a long time. However, we are gonna take a break and we are gonna draw for a prize that has yet to be determined because that sounds like a fun little break, don't you think? And then I just trim off the bare edges. Sometimes I don't have to trim off any. Okay, and then I will fix the inside. The inside is going to be, of course, manipulated so that when you open it, it's a landscape sentiment, not a portrait sentiment. And let's see how these classic dots look. They are okay, but I'm not in love with that. They're kind of, because they're matte, and I used something that was kind of shiny. I don't know about that. Let me find just the right thing. All right. Oh, and Cindy Howard, you asked me about these little packets. They're Avery, And I sent you a link. They're from Amazon. I don't think they're called passport holders, but there's a picture of a passport, and that's what they hold. So, in regular life. But for us, of course, we know what they hold. Okay, what color? For goodness sake. Do I have any just real red or white? I could use those white sequins. How about that? You've done that more than you care to admit. Oh, reworking things? Yeah. It's okay. It's part of the process, though, isn't it? Because just like with this card, this next card that I'm going to show you, it's like I didn't know until it was finished that there was something that I wanted to manipulate on. And so it will be done. Yes, it will be. Let's see. Let's put it right there. And then let's put a third over here, right there. Yeah, baby. That is sparkly and shimmery and just kind of fun. Textural. And we got some coloring in, and that was super fun. So how about that guy? What do you think about this? You guys like this? You could color your bling. You can color these. That's true. I'm going to leave them because I like them, the white showing up on the edges, but you can color those with the blends as well. So they're any color you'd like. Okay. I think that was, well, I will tell you that is super fun. So, okay, next card. Here's the card I made. I used white embossing and then I did a watercolor wash, but I did it on cardstock because it was really low on watercolor paper. And I'm not liking it. I'm not liking how it's holding up. Now, I just did this early. Of course, it's the portrait version of this, right? And so here's what we're going to do. And I didn't do this in advance because I want you to see what I do in case you've never done this. I just go in here and I'm cutting. This is on dimensionals. So I'm cutting these dimensionals. And I probably will end up just ripping this element. I don't really want to reuse this element because, like I said, I did it on basic white cardstock. And it's fine, but it'll look so much better on watercolor paper. And so I'm trying, I don't want to pull this up all at once. Oh, yes, and I really glued this down. Great. I forgot about that. I really put a lot of dimensionals on this because I was using up the last of a package. I didn't want to pull on the rest of the elements and ruin them. Yeah, look at that. God, wouldn't you know? So, very fun. Okay, I like how it looks. Take a look at how much embossing powder gets laid down because remember, all of those areas that were shading, that's going to grab the ink. So, we'll worry about this in a minute. But basically, you can take this embossing remove or adhesive remover, and it will like make quick order of that. And it'll just pull it right off. And then you'll have a flat surface again that will not get in the way when we pop up our new and improved element. Okay. I did another one in black, and I will show that to you. It's a little too dark for me. It looked kind of like something that would be in the 80s under a black light on a velvet poster. Where is she? I gotta get it now. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. It's okay. It's too much black. Like, well, yeah. So we're gonna stick with the white. So we're gonna do a little heat embossing. This heat embossing is the same process for whether you're doing these roses or whether you're doing something else. Okay. So I am bringing in, I only had one piece of watercolor paper left. So I just cut it. So I have a 3.5 by 5 piece of watercolor paper. I have this as a rather large stamp, right? So I put it into the Stamparatus. No, you cannot still purchase the Stamparatus new from Stampin' Up, but here are a few options. There. That's also a little tip. Just keep your spritzer nearby. And when your chamois seems like it's running low, getting dry, then you don't have to run into the other room to squish these out. You just have to give it a little spritz. Okay, so yes, you can find these Stamparatus online. I've seen them online before, but don't get gouged. Some people are really like posting these for a crazy amount of money. You know, there are other companies that sell these. The main one is Misty, MSTI. They sell, you're just looking for a precision placement tool. And no, it's not the same. The it doesn't have the hinged part like this. When you're using a Misty, this part doesn't come apart separately, but it's okay because you can do the main part of what the tool is meant to do, which is hold things in place. I'm looking for this thing because I don't have room to put my magnet on this. And see, I know where the stamp is. So I'm going to place my watercolor paper down like that. And then I'm going to go through the steps for embossing. So, oh gosh, look at that. It was sitting in black ink. I don't like that at all. How'd that happen? And I only have one piece of paper. Otherwise, I would use another piece of paper, right? Okay. Who did that? I wish there was somebody here I could blame it on. There's not. Okay. As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by that black embossing powder, this is going to have a little black embossing powder in it. For one thing, I was using clear, but I'll use white. My clear embossing, I don't know that you can even help it, but my clear embossing had some black flecks in it. And it's just so hard to avoid that. Okay, there's that. Now this thing, I'm going to take it and I'm going to wipe it off over the trash with my Swiffer. This is just a Swiffer cloth. Okay, they go into all sorts of Swiffer cleaning products. Do you guys have a Swiffer in Australia? Joan, Leslie, do you guys have the Swiffer? Oh, God. Look at what I did. Brother. Talk about messy Marvin. That gets in the way. We want this. We want this one. It's all nice, clean. And I'm going to rub it out with my brush just in case. Okay. So now we can bring this anti-static powder over. But if you buy the Embossing Editions Essentials Kit, this is in there, okay? Oh gosh, I didn't start the drawing. That's all right. Please wait. Please wait for me. We'll be done here in a minute. And then we're bringing in Versamark. And I'm kind of off camera, but I'm inking up our subject over here. Okay, so anyway, about the precision placement tool. Buy a Stamparatus if you can find one. Hopefully you bought it when it was still current. And if you can't, though, there are other options. So don't let anybody try to like gouge you over the price of a Stamparatus. I'm all for making a little bit of money, but don't be rude about it. Okay, I'm actually going to do it again because this is watercolor paper and I just know that there's a lot of surface area on this stamp, right? And then I am using this thing, not sold with Stamparatus either. You can buy these on Etsy. They're very similar in, maybe this lady even makes them. Okay, this lady that I showed her card, I bet she might make these too. And this is just called a pressure tool. That'd be cool if we can give her the business. She sounds like she's probably cool. And she's a friend, or Laura knows her, so we're going to support her. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to use white embossing powder on this. I was using clear before. What I really want to use is this white glittery stuff that we had, but it's not available anymore. So I don't want to make you want it. But if it's in your stash, like if you ever bought it, I think it was called Stamp and Glitter embossing powder. If you ever bought it, I'm sure you still have some, right? It's so fun. It's kind of my go-to for non-demonstration videos. Lots of powder laid down there. See it? Okay, so now I need the heat tool over here, and I'm going to move this kind of like I did the other one. And Lord help me if that falls. We're just going to have to move. We will shut the door in this room and we'll never come back in here if all that embossing powder falls. Not really. It'll just be really messy. Okay, so I turn it on to 2. I don't think you can hear it, which is good, but because of my headphones. So I'm going to start, and I don't have anything underneath this. And the glass mat is heat resistant, okay? So don't like get crazy with it and set a pan on it or anything. Hold it, Cindy. You know Ashley too? Is she like, what? You know her too? Oh, that's so fun. I love that. All right, well, we need to throw them the business then. Obviously, they know stampers. Okay, so just keep this moving. All right, and you're not going to see it until I start putting color on it. It's very hard to see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fun. See, and you can see it turning color. I can just watch it on the screen here. It's actually easier to see it than it is looking right at it. Oh, that's fun. Get the edges. Okay, and then flip it over, and you can hold this with your tweezers. I just being lazy because I can kind of lean it down on the desk, right? Let me see. Oh, this is so helpful. Looking at it like this, it's just so helpful. Okay, I got to get this leaf up here. Wow. I mean, I can hardly see it when I look right down at it, but there we go. Okay, perfect. This is where the glare of this is actually really helpful. Okay, and then what about this sweet deal? This is another piece that comes with the Stampin' Glass mat. Okay, this is like a $60 value. I paid $60 for this, and I think it was a bargain. So most of you probably put that over here, but I am a lefty. So we are going to now really just do a watercolor wash over this. I'm not going to do the leaves any different colors. You saw this one, right? It's Flirty Flamingo. We're going to use Flirty Flamingo again. And I'm going to try to give it a little bit of depth, okay, because I can color on watercolor paper more than once or twice. Okay, where are my little painters? Again, I can use the spritzer to fill up this little reservoir. Let's see here. So I'm going to use this right here. This is one of the uses for this thing. Okay, I'm going to press on this and get a couple drops of water. And I've already been using Flirty Flamingo, so that's why it looks dirty like that. These, you just run water through them until they run clear. That's how you wash them. And they come in a set of 3. Corinne, I don't know why I remember this, but Corinne won these. I don't know. Isn't that funny? Okay, so this is how I got pink all over me the first time. Uh, let's see if she does it again. I don't know. So that's what these little things are for. They also will hold a little Stampin' Spot ink, which is, they're just like the perfect size for that. I should have some paper towel off to the side to blot this. I don't. So I'm kind of blotting on a wet wipe. Oh, Casey loves the glass mat. She thinks Stampin' helps make Stampin' easier. It does help make Stampin' easier. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's do a little bit. Yeah, that looks intense and nice. And now that I'm using watercolor paper, right, we can color on it several times. We can wet it and color over it. We can do all sorts of stuff. So we're just going to wash over this design. And then here it comes. Yeah, here it comes. Make sure that you use 3 or 4 splashes of ink because when I was doing it earlier, I wasn't putting enough in there, or 3 or 4 splashes of water, follow it up with 1 or 2 dots of ink. I wasn't using enough when I did it earlier and I was running out. And you can't get like the same intensity. Now, this in itself, I think is a beautiful presentation. I mean, if it didn't have that on there, just doing a watercolor wash and leaving the edges rough, it's really beautiful, isn't it? Oh, it's so pretty. It already looks better. You're gonna die when you see the difference. Look at that. Much more rich. That's why we use watercolor paper. This is okay. And of course, I probably used um, a different intensity. It's all right. But see how it's flipped up like that? It's not made to handle that. It's made for stamping. Okay. This is made for watercolor. So now you leave that on there for a few seconds, really. And then you can start coming in and making the center darker. Remember how we were coloring with um, the blends and we were using the light and then the dark. And so you can lay down some different colors. These parts, the buds that were, remember they have all the different shading on them. So when you put ink down on that and cover it up with embossing powder, it comes out kind of the opposite, which makes it really interesting. Now, of course, I could have colored these different colors, but that's not the look I was going for. I didn't want realistic on this necessarily. I just wanted it to be um, cohesive with the paper I was using. Oh, Michelle loves it. Oh, wow, she loves it. Well, if you love it, then it must be cute. Oh, and the other thing I do on this sometimes is I take that spritzer again. If I don't want to just push all the water out of it, take the spritzer. I get lazy in here sometimes. I don't want to go running into the bathroom. It's all of like 7 feet away from me, basically. I was living in a tiny house before it was cool. FYI. And I'm still a huge proponent. And then it's fine. And then it's fine to use again. Okay. So these little things hold a lot of water too. And then just for right now, I am going to clean this, quote unquote, clean it simply by doing that. Okay. Because I don't want that to spill. But as you can see, it's also stain resistant. So once I run this underwater and maybe even put a little soap in it, it'll be great. And it stays in place when you want it. And then when you pick it up, it's not your way anymore. That is about as easy as it gets for watercoloring. And it's beautiful. I could go over it a few more times. And then if you think it's too dark, once it's dry, which is really kind of right now, you could spritz it and then pull up some of the water with a paper towel. You can use watercolor paper so many different ways. I know it's not really stained, KZ, but I've been using it and that silicone will, it's porous, it's a little porous. So over time, it will get a little bit stained. Jimmy crack corn, nobody cares. It's going to work great. Where do I come up with this stuff sometimes? I don't know. I store all of these little things in my brain just for you. As you probably know, the dogs turned 12 on Saturday. They looked fantastic. They continue to look fantastic. So we did all their favorite things, which is, by the way, pretty much what we do. And I felt really good about that, actually. I feel good when I can't do anything special for the dogs that we don't do on the regular. It's just, it means we're doing okay. So anyway, we had a very nice day. Okay, that's not holding down as well as I want it to, but that's okay. My goodness, I have so much stuff in here. So anyway, we had a very nice day. And then the other thing I did this weekend, actually, that I was thinking about telling you guys is there's a new season of this show I really, really like. It's very heartwarming, and it's called Love on the Spectrum. Does anybody watch that? It's called Love on the Spectrum, and I think it's on Netflix. I think it's Netflix. Oh God, so much better. Like night and day from using that cardstock. So, does anybody watch Love on the Spectrum? It's a really sweet show. So check it out. Check it out. Do it. Okay, so here we have the before and after. Not bad, but it's not going to hold up to all that water. So this held up to the water, really brought that color on, a lot more true, and now is ready to be stuck down. And nobody will ever know. Oh, Roz, you look, I love that show so much. Okay, so just watching them is so dear. I'm not like making fun of them, but they're dating. Okay, so it's about a dating show for young people who are on the autism spectrum. And just the things they do aren't a lot different from the things I struggled with dating. Really, sometimes they're exactly the same, but they're very sweet. Most of them are very, very sweet, right? And anyway, I just highly recommend that show. It really gives you the feels, the good feels. Oh, yes, I love this. Okay, so now replacing, making sure that I can't see any of the old embossing. I don't know where it was. It's not laying exactly where it was before, right? Because we don't do that. We just do handmade. And then I'm even going to take this this had iridescent pearls on it. I'm going to take it and put it right there. Thank you for your service. And now I'm going to put you in the trash. Oh, yes, baby. How about that? What a cool, different look, right? Okay, so 2 different cards, very different cards, 2 different techniques, and I hope you like them both. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite? You guys put down here if you have a favorite, red or pink, and I'm going to go into the treasure chest and see what I've got here. Okay, give me just a minute. We're going to have a drawing. We're going to have a drawing. It's a drawing, y'all. Oh, yeah, those are cute. Those are, well, that's pretty handy. I don't know if they'll think that's fun, but that's pretty handy. Let's see. Let's do a bonanza today. We're going to do a bonanza. Treasure chest bonanza. It's a new car. Not really. Okay, what are we seeing? Red, red. Anna loves them both. Anna, such a doll. Great show. I'm watching Feud, a series on Hulu. Oh, I need to check it out. I also want to watch Capote versus the Swans, and I think that's streaming on Hulu, but it's on FX. So I want to check that one out too. Okay, we could have a whole show and just talk about television and books, and I think we should sometimes. Red, 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 pink, red, red, red. Oh, red. Yes. Hey, Jenny. How are you? And thank you for sharing. Cindy says, beautiful. I think they're fun. You guys, you will have so much fun coloring this. It's just, I don't know. Coloring is just, whoops, got to fix that. Coloring can be really cathartic and fun. And you just stamp this 4 or 5 times and then just color it with all different colors and figure out what you like the best. And then this is how it looks embossed. Wow. It picks up a lot of embossing powder, doesn't it? And then that has the congratulations in it. I thought this was a great wedding card. But of course, again, like this is a good one in the stash because it's red and pink. You can always get that. Stop that, Ginny. You just suck at coloring because you haven't done it enough. That's all. I want you to get something out this weekend, stamp it 4 or 5 times, and then start coloring it. You'll be great. But anyway, so for wedding card, I was like, you can do pink and red, but you can tailor this to your the bride, well, no, the couple. You can tailor this to the couple, right? Their colors. If they, lots of people carry roses at their wedding. So you could definitely ask them what their colors are. You'll probably already know when you get the invitation. You can take these colors and tailor them to the colors of the invitation. And that is something that makes it just, that's the card that people keep, right? It's the card that goes into the special keepsake box. No commercials. No commercials on Hulu. Yeah, okay, I know. I'm over commercials. Okay, so again, this bundle is called Stippled Roses. Okay, it's on page 64 of the catalog. You will earn one free level one celebration. It's $54. I think that if you like coloring, you will like this set. Okay, and even if you suck at coloring, which I doubt you suck at coloring, first of all, but you may just like coloring. So go for it. Okay, here's the prize bonanza. It's a good one. Okay, you're gonna get the winner tonight is gonna get cutting blades. These are things that we never buy for ourselves but need them. Cutting blades. You are going to get the gingham embossing folder. Okay, and you're gonna get this Jumbo Wamba pack. I love these. Are these still available or are they sold out? Maybe I better keep these. Just kidding. Adhesive back glitter sequins. They are flat. So anything you use them on can go regular postage. Okay, so this is going to be the giveaway for tonight. And so let's switch on over. Let's get our wheel of names. Let's grab that. Share my screen. Okay. Thank you for waiting, you guys. I'm sorry I made you wait till the very end. Usually I do this in the middle, but waiting until the end. Here we go. Diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo. If you are outside of the US, I still invite you to definitely share. Whoa! It was another cliffhanger, wasn't it? At the spring. You won the prizes, Kathy. I don't think I saw Kathy tonight, but that's okay. You don't need to be present to win, but you do need to just share. And when you share, then write share in the comments. Okay. I'm giving you a clue for right now. If you're watching this live or on replay, share it. Share it to your friends. I love when you share and I appreciate it so much. And that's why we have the drawing every week, right? Okay. So next week, I'm going to give away something new that's in the online exclusives. So not available to customers yet. So do your very best, Stampers, to share this, okay? If you want to be in that drawing. If you don't like free things, then don't share or share, but don't write shared in the comments. But you do have to do both, okay? You have to share. And I can see when you share. Not that I check up on all that, but I can still see when you share it because it comes into my feed. And I appreciate that so much. And then you come back into this video and you write shared in the comments because otherwise I can't see that everybody has shared. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get back to the screen that I need. I'm hung up. I'm so sorry. It won't let me. Let's see. Let's just get rid of this. Remove. I can see enough to remove. Okay. Is it just me now? I have no idea. I can't get rid of this thing. Come on. Shoot. Okay, well, anyway, there we are. My gosh. There was a the wheel wouldn't get off my screen. It was in front of me, and I was like, what am I supposed to be doing here? There we go. Thank you so much, friends. And wasn't that fun to see what Laura had sent? So fun, Laura. I'm gonna eat that candy tonight. It's not gonna make it to February 2nd, guaranteed. If you want to join us for any of the fun events that I have going on in February, please take a look at the links down below if you follow me on Facebook. Um, I've been posting about them. And even better still, if you go over to the Stamping Zoo and sign up to receive my news, you will get emails, and the emails have all the links. I can't always post every link here because of some Stampin' Up policies. However, I can send all of it to you via email. So it's very easy to see that. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you had fun. And you know, have a great weekend. Send me a picture of a card you're making and I'll post it on my page. I love sending that out. And I hope you had fun with us tonight. Kathy Strang, congrats. And guess what? I'll see you next Thursday. I don't know what we're doing. So if you have any suggestions, we might work with something brand new that's not available yet, but I don't know. That's kind of mean. So I'll be thinking about it, but I will take suggestions. Hey, thank you, everybody. Yes, thank you. It's because of you we have so much fun. All right. See you soon.